Grant and Tyler here today.
And we're back, episode 13, folks.
Episode 13.
And I got a little more hitch in my giddy up today.
Yeah, you do.
I'm feeling good. Look a little red in the face. I just got done running a mile, actually, and doing a little bit of light calf work.
Of course.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
But first off, we have a beautiful day in store for us. We have my favorite body part. Any bro's favorite body part. We got arms today, and folks, Grant, go ahead, show them what we got cooking here.
Got the C4 Ultimate. Now, people on this channel have seen this before. Tyler's never had this before.
I've never had it.
It's 300 milligrams of caffeine.
And we're gonna bounce off the walls. And you better believe I got a nice tight shirt underneath this. Grant's got a cutoff I saw. We're gonna let these puppies breathe.
Beta alanine is sitting at 1.5 grams.
God.
Oh wait, no, sorry, my bad. It's betaine anhydrous. I don't know what that is, but beta alanine.
We're not scientists, but hey, we're here to try it for you.
3.2 grams, and then citrulline malate is at 6 grams.
Oh God.
Whopping 6 grams. So pretty much this sucker will get you going.
This will not only get you going for your workout, this will get you going for the week.
This is equivalent to like the GAT. I mean, this is it. This is
the GRAP.
Yeah, the GAT Nitroflex.
And I gotta say, like, some pre-workouts, they don't, like, you get a little package. This is a decent sized pre-workout package.
It's a pretty good package.
And there's quite a bit of powder inside
Guess how many I got?
I'll just get jealous, if anything. So
I got 4.
Wow.
So Shelb is actually recently using one right now, and she actually texted me and she was like, my neck is sweating.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Oh, hey, you throw it in. Show them that you're not going down the hatch.
No, I'm not gonna go. This is
you guys know what we're doing.
There's this much of like no way, and it's all the way down here.
Okay, what flavor are we working with? We got
orange mango.
Orange mango, folks. Orange mango. That's a lot.
That's not even all.
Is that not all of it yet?
No.
Folks, I was gonna show you guys, but like you guys know what we do on the channel. We go down the hatch, and that's just the rule that we set. Episode maybe
to go outside and
2 or 3. I don't know, but that's what we do, and we're not going to continue to do it because we're not going to quit on this channel.
I can smell it everywhere.
We're going hard, and we're not going to stop. Okay, so if we have to do 2 pulls, that's what we'll have to do. We've done that before.
I wonder if the camera can actually see the little dust
particles.
Yeah, little dust going around.
I'm gonna wet the palate first. I mean, that is a lot.
It's a lot. A full pack is a lot.
All right, wet the palate. I really don't want to do this. I'm just gonna do a little bit just to,
good luck to you.
All right, here we go, folks.
Oh, by the way, I actually drank extra water today because I was like, you know what? Because since I know that we're gonna
thanks for the heads up. I have not had a lot. I'm not gonna be honest, but you know, that's okay.
Just watch out for
you guys see on the post show, like I'm just dripping in sweat. I'm just drenched. So you just get done swimming? No, I just hit a fat bicep and tricep workout.
Smells so good. It smells like Tang.
Let me smell that. Tang? Folks? Dude, that does not smell bad at all.
Man, it smells like Tang.
It smells like Tang, folks.
Be careful! Don't. No.
I didn't even put any in my mouth. I went like this and the powder went in my nose. Oh, God. My eyes are getting watery. I didn't even get any in my mouth yet.
Such a good taste. And you got it everywhere. That's fine. Don't spew it out. This is my car, damn it. All right, keep on going.
Oh my God.
Well, how does it taste?
It's tart. Folks,
I mean, I got like.
Look at my eyes. Oh God, I'm bleeding out of the eyes. You're almost gone?
Dude, I was chugging this sucker. And by the way,
I mean, we just
in about at the 20 mark.
Okay.
We'll probably need to leave because
yeah.
You'll just be all right. That's doable.
Folks, I'm sorry.
It's a lot.
You down. I let you down.
It's a lot, isn't it?
I just did a full mouthful, and I wasn't even a fourth done with it. I did go down the hatch. Okay, don't worry about it. Went down the hatch. But I put some in here. It's a clear bottle, so you can't really tell, really, but the majority of it is inside this. And I can feel my lips, feel like knives are in them.
Yeah. I definitely doubt that.
Oh. Woo! All right, now we gotta polish this off real quick here, boys. I gotta play catch up, dude. You're almost done.
Yeah. I typically like to have my last sip in the last 5 minutes or whatever. There you go. You play catch up. You're good.
We're gonna save that little last bit.
So I had an interesting weekend. Oh my gosh.
Okay. What did you do this weekend?
Well,
first off, it's Easter. Happy late Easter, everyone. Happy
Easter.
spring holiday, whatever you want to call it.
I'm actually talking about Easter in itself.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I sold my old car.
I saw that tweet.
You saw that tweet?
I saw the tweet, and maybe you catch it in an arena near you.
yeah. So I sold my old car.
Yeah.
For about $400, right?
Okay, there you go.
Because of a spark plug completely blew out of the head gasket.
Okay.
So I mean, it would have been a $500 fix, or it would have been a $2,200 fix, depending on how well you wanted to do it. And so. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'll just put it up for 400, so on and so forth. Within the first hour, I got 20 different messages.
Really?
Of people being like, hey, how much do you want? Do you want it for 200, so on and so forth, all this other stuff. I'm like, I even put in all the detail of please read, this doesn't start, so on and so forth.
All this just being transparent like you should.
Yeah,
and it's good.
Then this guy messaged me that morning or the next morning, and he was just like, hey, can I actually take a look at it? And I'm like, I'm not going to be home for a little bit. He goes, how long? I'm like, roughly around 2 hours. He's like, honestly, that's fine for me. I just got to get my truck, so on and so forth. So he came by with a roll-up truck and
he came already he was gonna buy. He was ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, ready to rock and roll. And then he was just like, so what's really wrong with it? I kind of told him all this other stuff, and then I was like, well, the battery's also dead. He's like, okay, well, let's go and jump start it, right? The battery's completely depleted, dead.
Yeah.
And so
start right up.
Well, that's the thing is that we waited for 16 to 20 minutes, but then as I was talking to him during that time frame, he was like, yeah. So this car is going to be used for hillbilly racing. And I was just like,
excuse me?
Wait, what? And he's like, yeah, it's demolition derby. And I'm like,
oh, maybe a figure 8 type deal, it's a race, but you can crash too.
Well, I asked him, I was like, demolition, going to each other? He goes,
and that was huge back where I was from, dude.
Yeah.
That was that's people's hobby. If you like working out, forget it. No one likes working out. No one likes playing golf.
Yeah.
No one likes doing anything. It's derby time. It's derby season year round. And folks, I know some of you probably watching it. Dude, derby season year round, and I don't get it, but I mean, go ahead.
And so he was like, no, it's 20 laps, and then, you kind of you have your car and you just hit each other. And I'm like, what?
Excuse me, sir?
Yeah, he's like, yeah. We went down the dirt track and all this other stuff, and then he got into detail. This is the best part. He was like, yeah, there was this other team that's out there that they have 8 or 10 of these Crown Vics.
Oh Jesus!
And
I guess that's the model or the body you want for it.
That's the thing. He was like, and they're doing a really good job. All this other stuff, blah 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 blah. And he's like, and now I finally get to have one.
I mean, there you go.
I was just like,
and that's when you say, you know what? Did I say 400? I meant 800, sir.
I know. I was like, in my head, I was like, fuck, God damn it. But then, oh my gosh, it just gets better and better, right? Then
hold on, let's just paint the picture for the people out there. So this guy messages you on Facebook, I'm assuming. It's on Marketplace?
Yeah.
So this guy, wherever he's from, let's say maybe an hour away. Is that fair?
Yeah, 45 actually.
Okay, 45 minutes away. He's on his, let's say, cell phone, just chilling on his couch on a fucking Monday morning. Just looking. All of a sudden, on a Sunday morning, on Easter.
Yeah.
He's on Easter, not with his, he might be with his family. He's just scrolling through his phone, Easter morning. Scrolling through, I don't want that washer. I don't want a dryer. Honey, we need a stove. No, we don't need a stove. Honey, oh my God! Look at this.
Kind of.
It is a Crown Vic.
Kind of.
Honey, 400. Let's load up the truck. Let's go. Immediately text you. Where are you? I'm not gonna be home for a couple hours. I'll wait. Drives 45 minutes with traffic. Let's say an hour. To good old Springfield, Missouri. Drives, waits, pulls up a truck with he's got a bed in it too. He's got a flatbed on the back.
He's got well, he has a trailer. So
he pulls up with a trailer.
Yeah.
And he's talking about his passion, which I love nothing more when people are so passionate about whatever they're talking about, even if I don't care about it.
He was so excited.
So this guy,
his eyes just like lit up. It was
Easter morning,
the coolest thing.
This guy, Easter morning, gets on Marketplace, finds a vehicle that he wants to derby, messages you, drives an hour, waits, talks about his passion with another guy, and leaves with the car. I mean,
well, okay, it gets better. He
doesn't. Okay,
no. There's
finish
some
the story.
There are some other details in the story that just makes it even better. So he has a friend with him, right?
He has a buddy.
This friend is like, he has a couple of teeth.
Of course,
right?
I mean, we're not going to stereotype. We're not going to generalize, but. I get it,
but I mean, okay, these guys are like the nicest people anyway.
Oh, sure.
He has like a gray beard, gray and white beard,
of course,
kind of little crazy hair, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Wearing a paint outfit.
Hey man, we just got done painting.
Yeah,
maybe his other hobby is painting.
Got done painting, and so
did a little residential work downtown at the new KFC they're putting up. You know,
once I turned over the car, I just hear him go, "It is alive and well."
Oh Jesus!
Right? And I was just like, right?
All right, sir.
And
take it easy. It's down.
And which, by the way, my car just like, it is so stinking loud, especially with that spark plug out.
Which I'm sure they just love even more. Honestly.
So it's like, right? And I hear
like barking to his friend.
It's like it's alive. like I can barely hear it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh,
it's all muffled because it's so loud. You're like, what? What did you say?
The guy literally runs to his trailer. I'm backing up, and I hear, right, because the tires have been stuck there for so long.
Sure.
That kind
of a flat spot. Yeah. Underneath. Whatever it is.
And so I was trying to work on backing it up, and then he put his like little ramps up, all this other stuff. His ramps, by the way, are horrible. Were horrible.
Oh, I'm sure.
And so I tried backing it up since that's the better way to do it. Because if I went forward, that sucker was going to like tip.
Sure.
Right. And so I started backing up. I was like, oh man, I can't really do it. And so he kind of assisted until like the low end of it kind of hit onto the trailer. So he had to get his jacks on the ramp to lift up the ramp so then he could go into it, right? And so he backed into it, hit the bumper straight on like the tool shed, which by the way, he already paid me before. So
so I mean, you're chilling. You're like, go ahead, do whatever you want.
Exactly. And then he's like, all right, like pulled it out and everything. But he hit his like tool shed, right? And he was just like,
those toolbox in the back of his bed.
Yeah. He was just like, nah, it's okay, right? because since he was talking about it, he's like, I'm gonna take that part off anyway. And it's like, wait, what? And he's like, the lights, the tail lights, the bumpers, the front everything goes off.
Well, I'm sure you have to.
You have to.
Yeah, and I can't remember what, like I said, like people did this like in high school, and like it was like the thing to do, where I grew up. So like you would see
for
like
me, though,
cars driving around, like
dented.
In town, not only dented but missing lights, missing windows, like missing everything on the inside besides the one seat, and like there's roll cages. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah,
like you'll never see this anywhere besides the Midwest.
He was like, man, he's like, I gotta weld these doors, I gotta do all this other stuff. He was all excited, and I'm just like, dude, I'm so happy for you too, because like on top of that car only has like 180,000 miles on it.
I mean, there you go. Like, that thing, it'll be purring for a while.
Exactly.
Purring for ages, boys.
He was like, man, I just might even flip this. I don't know if I even really want to put it into Derby. I was like, you know what? It's not my problem anymore. It's all yours. And
Take it. I got the cash. Thank you, sir.
Get this, right? So like as he was like leaving, like maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
Please tell me it fell off the trailer.
No.
Oh God, that would have.
Well, I mean, it was seriously like this, right? He put some straps on it and went like.
Oh God.
Right. And so he's like, you know what? It'll be fun, but then
it'll take the hour trip home. It'll be fine.
Like Shelby was in KC, and 5 to 10 minutes later, she came. Like, I mean, like, literally, it was like...
Right when, like, I'm sure they saw each other on the way out.
Maybe. But I was just like, Shelby, it's finally gone.
See you later. We got another parking spot at the apartment now.
Yeah, exactly. The Crown Vic is gone.
She's toast, folks.
So
well, that was an interesting Sunday then.
I know, right?
I mean, yeah.
I spent like an hour to 2 hours with these guys, and then the guy friended me on Facebook.
I mean, you know, you guys are lifetime friends, and then now he better get you tickets to the Derby.
Yeah, he's just gonna show me photos, just constantly,
like randomly, just like it's like 3 a.m. like on a Wednesday. He's like, hey, I just put a roll cage in. Like windows are out, doors are welded. Like,
you know what? I'm fine with that. Oh, and also,
I was gonna say, any sentimental value? Like, are you like sad to say, you know what, that thing's going in a Derby now?
I am, but at the same time, it's the best way for it to go out.
I mean, that's how I would want my car to go out, honestly.
It's like that is.
Don't drive it till it's dead on the highway. Like, rough it up a little bit. Have some fun with him.
And so he actually asked me. He was like, I got a crowbar. You want to hit anything on the car?
Oh God!
And I was like, you know what? No, I'll be fine. And then he's like, sure?
Like, yeah, the windshield, boom.
Yeah, well, he has to take out the
yeah, you have to. Yep.
You have to take out the windows, except for this one right here. You know, so I was like, what the? You know, he's like, you want to hit anything? I'm like, no. And he's like, man, this is such a nice car. He's like, I kind of hate messing it up. And I'm like, well, how about this? You keep it kind of nice for everybody, so you roll up with a nice car. He goes, I see what you're saying.
There you go.
You know,
that's right.
So yeah.
Well, dude,
it was a fun Sunday.
I mean, that's the way to do Easter, right there.
That was
forget about the Easter eggs. Forget about the Easter eggs. Just let's sell a vehicle and let's
talk about hillbilly racing.
I mean, there you go. Where do you even do that at?
He didn't really talk about it. I think he said like closer into Ozark.
Okay.
But
I mean, I believe it, but
yeah. They just find a dirt track in which they wet it down a little bit. It's like someone's
like farm, like he's got a couple like 100 acres. They just like
the group he talked about. Apparently, they have banners.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, banners, and like they're like decaled on their car and all this other stuff.
Well, I'd imagine. Well, that's kind of an interesting thing. Like, you know how like you can get sponsored by companies for like hunting or fishing or whatever.
Bass Pro.
Yeah, I would venture to say that if that's a big enough market, like you could even get sponsored by like whoever does Derby stuff,
DuPont or something like that,
or something like that.
Yeah.
Right, and then that could be your life, like
Yamamoto tires.
Yeah. Or like Snap-on tool. I mean, I don't know.
That's exactly how everybody gets into the game, though, right? I mean,
that's right.
I mean, like fishing, for instance, right? So,
people do that for a career.
Yeah.
Like, that's a job.
I've literally met those people.
Yeah.
And
like hunting is a career for people. Yeah. Like Derby, a career. Yeah. Just like fitness is you know what? That's the thing.
A career.
Like, that's the thing, dude. Like, you just got to find a way to do what you like. Like, find something that you love to do every day, right?
Yes.
And find a way to make money with it. You don't have to make 6 figures. You don't have to make 7 figures. You just have to make enough where you're going to be able to sustain you and your family. Whether that's $50K a year, whether that's 100, 150, 300,000, whatever it is.
As long as you are happy. As long as you are happy.
That's it. And you just have to live inside your means.
That's kind of the whole thing. Well, I mean, like, it just... Do you want to do everything like do you want to go to the Bahamas every year? Do you want to go to Tokyo? Do you want to do all this other stuff? Okay,
and if you do, then you have to find a job or something that can allow you to do that.
Exactly.
And if you don't want to do that,
even
then
if it's
don't
shitty,
find a job like that.
Yeah, exactly. You have to look at the sacrifices. You have to look at a lot of other things.
And that's the thing, because let's say like what you want out of life is literally just to work out at a gym and do a podcast, right? Like that's
my gosh.
Well, okay. I mean, yes, right? So let's say that's like what you want to do, or let's pick something different. So let's say Derby. Like, let's say Derby is what you want your life to be. You want to work on Derby cars, and you want to Derby and Hillbilly race or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's your life, right? You're 20 years old. You figured out what you want to do. So now you can either start up a podcast about derbying or whatever else, or you can work at a mechanic shop or whatever it is.
Develop any sort of content that's unique.
Whatever it is, and you just have to find a career or a job 100%. That's going to make enough money where you can do that every single day.
100%.
Even if it's, let's say you work at a grocery store 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and then the weekends and after 5 o'clock you do that.
Yes.
And if you're happy, dude, then do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, totally.
Dude, you know what? Like, this whole fad, like, and I say fad very cautiously. I think
that's why
this is kind of tricky, because I was going to just talk about school. Like, I don't. It's kind of so like
Well,
my 2 cents, I guess, with colleges. If you want to find a career in something that requires a 4-year degree, then you have to have school, right?
Yeah.
Right? So I get that aspect. But if, like I said, if you want a derby and you want to work on cars your whole life, you necessarily don't need a 4-year degree at a state school.
No,
right?
no. You would need to get probably a tech, or like
Maybe a technical
school
or something like that, or a cert,
certificate,
whatever it is.
something like that, yeah.
But I know when I was growing up, and maybe for the demographic watching this, like I was just assumed, like, dude, you have to go to college.
Oh, 100%.
Like that's just what I heard, and I was like, yeah, everyone has to do it. Like, but now, like looking at a broader sense, I'm like, you definitely do not need to go to college at all.
It's honestly because of the internet, man. It's honestly because of the internet. It's not because
so
of
many opportunities.
It's because
Stupid.
It's because of there's so much that you can consume now, and there's so much that you can learn that school is not the only option. There's
not
so much content out there that, like,
Dude.
honestly, like what I could do is that I could spend an hour each day, and which actually I have been doing this for a little bit. I'm on like part 4 or part 5 on like how to develop an app.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
A
but
little GTT.
Yeah.
Gym Talk Tuesday, boys.
Gym Talk Tuesday.
App coming to a screen near you.
Dude, I'm already feeling it. I got to get going.
I mean, I'm feeling good, man.
Like my stomach is like going blah blah.
I kind of feel it like right here, and then
feel
in my
hands,
arms.
in my hands.
A little tingly action. I feel it in my legs too.
Are you about ready?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
All right.
Well, we started with selling a vehicle and we ended with career advice, you know? So full circle today, folks.
We'll probably get more philosophical in the post.
Absolutely.
So-
you know we will.
Yep.
Dripping in sweat. But anyway, that's episode
Wonderful.
13, yeah?
Episode 13.
13 in the books, folks. Little C4 in us, and we'll catch you guys afterwards.
All right. See ya.